The goal of influencer training is not just to give you a new idea or two. It's to give you a brand new brain. We want to fundamentally change the way you think about some of the most challenging and common problems you face. You face them all the time. We call them influence challenges. It's likely you've got at least a dozen of them on your mind right now. For example, I was sitting next to a woman on a long flight the other day. She was dozing, from which I concluded she looks like she would like to be interviewed. I waited until our meals arrived, then asked her to think of all the people whose behavior was a concern to her right now. She came up with two pretty quickly. First, she's responsible for a university fundraising call center. She has 75 students calling alumni to raise money. They hate their jobs, quit the instant they find a better one, and spend more time looking for dates among their colleagues than ringing up alumni. Second, with high turnover, she needs to get 15 new employees every month. Her HR department tends to get her 5 or 6. She's frustrated that they seem to completely ignore her complaints, but her hands are tied because she can't do the recruiting by herself. She looked at me like she was finished with her list of influence challenges, and I said, "Is that all? Anyone else whose behavior you would like to influence, if you could? If you could help anyone change in ways that would improve your life and theirs, who would it be?" That's when the dam burst. My neighbor keeps parking his motorhome in front of my house. My teammates show up late for meetings and don't get me their deliverables. My travel agent books me in sketchy hotels. My stepson has spent his 2 years since graduating high school in our basement. And then she paused. She wasn't thinking, she was choking back some feelings. My sister just had part of her foot removed because she's not managing her diabetes. Our father died the same way. I'd live with everything else on this list if I could just figure out how to influence her. So here's the big idea. The most important capacity you possess is your ability to influence behavior, that of yourself or others. And yet few of us have any systematic way of thinking about this category of problems. One reason we don't is that we don't even recognize it as a category. We don't realize that our challenges with our call center, our travel agent, our HR department, our teammates, stepson, and even our sister are all the same problem. They're influence problems, and we all have them. Some of your influence challenges might sound similar to these. Many are probably different. No matter the influence challenge or how difficult it may seem, we've got the solution. Let us introduce you to influencer training today.